Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday at Westdale Middle School. We kind of got started yesterday. We're getting back into the swing of things. Students, hopefully it doesn't take you too long to get back into the swing of school, knowing how you need to act in class. I know when you're home for the break that you're sleeping later and you're staying up later, and you're probably doing some things you don't usually do at school or during school time. So, and that's the same thing goes for all of us. We all do that when we're off of work. But it's time to get back into the swing. Remember how to act. Remember those kickboard balances are very important. We had some students yesterday who dropped from 100 to 80 in one day. That was 20 points. I think one student who dropped to 80 had disrespect to the teacher and then two tardies. And so that's boom, boom, boom. $10 fine, $5 fine, $5 fine. You're down to 80. If that student does not change her behavior today, she'll be down to 60. And so it doesn't take very long to get those very serious behavior consequences coming from a low kickboard balance. That student, if that student is an eighth grader, already out of graduation, already out of the graduation party, unless we change that behavior and get back up to those positive points. So do what it takes to earn positive points. Remember that the obscenity charges are going for anybody who I hear cursing. Period. It doesn't matter if you're cursing at a teacher, because that's automatic suspension, but if you're cursing even to another student, even joking, we need to cut out the cursing from Westdale altogether. So that's going to be a $15 fine every time I hear it. And I don't think I'm the only one doing that. I think a lot of teachers and administrators are also doing that $15 flat fine anytime we hear cursing. I've noticed it has gotten a lot better since we started doing that. So I know you can control this. Gentlemen, your pants need to be up on your waist, but more importantly, your shirt needs to be tucked in all the way around all day long. If your shirt is tucked in, I will never be able to see what is under your pants, which I never want to see what's under your pants. So if your shirt is always tucked in, you will avoid that automatic $15 obscenity fine as well. So make sure that you do that. Another thing that we're seeing in kickboard is Chromebook misuse. Now we have these wonderful tools this year that we're using in class. We're going to be taking our state tests on these machines. So we need to make sure that we learn how to use these machines appropriately. We learn how to use them responsibly. We're seeing a lot of Chromebook misuse. Follow the teacher's directions. Now this is just like your notebook. It's just like taking notes with a pencil and paper on a notebook. But if you get your Chromebook taken away for Chromebook misuse, you will not get it back, and you will be taking your state test on a desktop computer in a computer lab, or I don't know if we're going to offer pencil and paper state test, but you are going to have some consequences, and you will lose your Chromebook if you cannot use it appropriately. So make sure that you're using your Chromebook appropriately. I want to let you know that the sixth grade electives are going to switch today. So if you are in sixth grade, third block electives, sixth grade third block electives, the rotating electives are going to move. So if you are in Miss James's third block elective and you're a sixth grader, you're going to move to Mr. Delahousie in room 56. If you're in drama with Mr. Delahousie, you're going to move to room 85. If you're with Miss Hines in room 85, you're going to move to Miss Mayo in room 74. And if you're with Miss Mayo in 74, you're going to go right next door to Miss James for art. That's only for our sixth grade rotating electives. No other electives are rotating. It's only for sixth grade rotating. So make sure you are in sixth grade rotating before you move. But that change is going to start today. So make sure that you go to your correct class. And teachers, you can write that on the board for your students so they'll know where to go. I want to remind you, students, about our joggers and our sweatshirts. Remember, even on Casual Friday like today, our sweatshirt policy is still in effect. Teachers, please do not let anyone in your classroom wearing any sweatshirt other than navy blue, plain, or Westdale. There should be no red, no green. I saw a lot of reds and greens yesterday, which we don't usually see on campus. But teachers, you make sure that in the classroom there is nothing but navy blue and Westdale. Also, teachers, please make sure that you don't allow anyone with joggers in your class. No elastic waist pants or elastic leg pants should be allowed in your class. On regular uniform days, now today is a Casual Friday, so some people who brought their dollar may be wearing joggers today. Students, we really need to pay attention to detail this semester. We need to look around, make sure that we're taking ownership of our school, ownership of our classroom, ownership of our behavior, and ownership of our class work. and your academics. You need to really be focused on that in this second semester. 8th graders, you have a lot going for you this semester. You have a lot of fun activities at the end, but you need to make sure that you have a responsibility to have good behavior and have good academics so that you can participate in all those end of the year things. Remember, you've got to keep your kickboard up to be able to go. If your kickboard falls below a certain point, you will not be able to go to any 8th grade activities. So make sure that you keep your kickboard points up. There is a beta meeting today that if you, for some reason, if the beta members have not been called, you can send them at this time to meet with Ms. Moore and Mr. Fontanet. That will be in the North Cafeteria. The Yearbook Club is meeting after school on Tuesday. That's the 10th of January until 4 p.m. So if you're in the Yearbook Club, please meet Ms. Cangelosi in her room after school on Tuesday. Speaking of yearbook, don't forget to get your yearbook order form. We have them up in the front office here. They're over by the trophies on the front counter. But get your yearbook. You're going to want a copy of this year's yearbook because it has been a great year. It's going to continue to be a great year. We have so much cool stuff going on, and we're so proud of our students here at Westdale Middle School. Students, remember every day that we want you to come to school prepared to learn, read every day, obey the rules, take care of each other, and success will follow. Have a happy Friday.